What's up, crew? We're out here doing a wood fence, but I wanted to talk about gates again. I know I talk about gates a whole lot, but they're pretty important. So one thing about gates is, and I've made this mistake before, and I advertise a no sag gate, but the no sag gate is or a sagging gate is just as good as like a sagging post. So I mean, you got to have a sturdy post in the ground, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So here we're gonna do our gate right here in this section, and our hinge is going to be on this post because it slopes downhill, and you always want your gate opening downhill if possible. But you see how far apart these posts? That's like about 4 feet apart. Now, if you only had these like 2 feet apart, what would happen is, okay, so you kind of have an H brace right there for your support for your gate. And that way you have 2 posts supporting your gate and all that weight and everything instead of just one. But imagine you took these and you had them right next to each other, so like a foot apart. Then it would kind of just be like one post. I mean, you'd probably be putting concrete for 2 posts in the same exact hole, which I've done before. And I did it on a 5-foot gate, and now I got to go back and fix it because the gate's sagging. And honestly, I don't like doing 5-foot gates because they're too big for a wood fence. I mean, unless you're doing a 6x6 post. But it's sagging now, and it's not the gate. The gate's not sagging. It's the posts that are leaning, because I put these posts right next to each other, like probably 18 inches apart. And now literally just the post is leaning because there's too much weight on it, and the ground is too soft, can't support it. So here we've learned our lesson. We're going to start putting these posts a little bit farther apart. So probably going to be at least 3 to 3.5 feet apart. And that's going to keep our poles from going like that, because it's going to have that length and support from the next post over. So just a little tip. I'll put some pictures in there to kind of explain it better, but that's how we're going to be building gates from now on. Here's a better explanation. So this gate works perfectly fine now because I just fixed it. But once again, no sag gate, hasn't sagged at all, but these posts are way too close. See, those are like a foot apart, and like this, whenever I built it, it was flush just like that. But over time, like over the span of a few weeks, just like the concrete, see how close they are? It just like the post kind of went like that because there's too much weight on it. So that wouldn't happen if your posts were farther apart. But what I did to mitigate that is I just screwed into the other fence. So I put this 2x4 on the other fence, and that's drilled into the post behind it. And then I went to this side and went ahead and shot some screws in there, right there, and right there as well. So now that's completely flush, and since our posts are straight now, obviously we have our no sag gate. It's not going to be sagging, because here, like moments before, this is literally touching the top, and my brother actually notified me of that, but got it fixed. So, and this is a big gate too. This is a 5-footer, so quite a bit of weight, but also not ideal to build this big of a gate, but we can make it happen.